I think I got the microphone finally to work. Can you please let me know if you hear me now? Because it's very difficult to see at the moment whether you can hear me or not. No sound, okay. Let me know if this is better now. I hope so. I cannot see no sound on YouTube. Okay. Oh, sound. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you. Oh, I'm relieved. You know, this is really difficult stuff that I'm doing here. I promise you. I'm so glad you can hear me now. So I will just show you quickly what I'm looking at. Look here. I'm looking here. You can see my equipment. Okay. Look at that. There's a huge camera here looking towards the Osprey nest. I've got a big cart here. I've got equipment almost everywhere. Sometimes the signal is going down a little bit. Okay, now the connection's good again. Now the connection's good again. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's a bit wonky, and I don't know why. But I will switch again over to the Osprey nest. Hopefully that is a bit more stable. So as you can see, I'm on a very steep incline here on the hill that I climbed up with over 100 pounds of equipment. I had to go a few times. It was half killing me. What is exceptional here about this Osprey nest is, yes, the parents come in. I'm going to zoom in now so you can actually see a little bit more. So a while ago, it was either Mama or Papa came in, and it's absolutely beautiful because you have a direct view here into the Osprey nest. And gosh, just as I started, I really killed myself getting all the equipment up here. And once I was up here, it started raining. You can't believe it. I built everything up. I was afraid my computer would be killed through the rain, and I didn't know what to do. And then a very nice woman from the house up came down. Not the clean HD. That is good. That is good. Okay, thanks, Mark, for that. So yes, it's high quality that I'm bringing you here, and I can really zoom in if I want to. Zoom in beautifully on the chick, as you can see, and I can brighten it up a little bit more. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't it absolutely wonderful? Magnificent, isn't it? I mean, it's really, I'm very proud of this because this is right at Okanagan Lake. And it's very difficult to find a nest like this where you can really look into. And so it's quite magnificent. So I'm just, oh, now it starts raining again. I can tell you this is this is nature at its craziest. I cannot believe it. Either the sun is so strong I can't look in the monitor, and then a fat, horrible cumulus cloud comes above my head and starts with these fat, thick droplets back on my laptop as I look at it. So I'm just going to I just don't want. I really think this is not fair, you know. Well, nature's not fair. It's me. So it's quite a beautiful zoom, isn't it? Oh gosh. Well, you go and run, and I'm going to try and just guard myself a little bit from the raindrops that are coming down, so that my keyboard doesn't get destroyed. 1 second. There we go. I mean, it's quite amazing. There's not much rain here, but I can tell you the only time it has to start raining is after I half kill myself. Oh, now I muffled the I muffled the sound when I put the when I put my shirt above. Glad you're still in one piece. Thank you, Amanda. I am. I'm just going to quickly have a look at Facebook because I don't want to neglect anyone there. So 1 second. See how things are there. Oh, it's going fine. It's fine. Hi, Yule, watching from Miami. Samantha, you're here. Yes, you can hear me. Very good. Hi, Sally. Very nice that you're there. Do leave some comments, and please be so nice and just share this channel wildly and widely. Widely and wildly. Yes, you may do that. And enjoy the beautiful nature. I'll just try and switch over again. See if it works this time. Yeah, now you can see it actually. So that's me here. Oops, there. Looking, so you can see all my equipment here. There's a huge battery pack here. There's a suitcase with computers. That's for my huge lens. That's my big lens looking at the nest, which is quite a distance away down there. That's the cart where I went up twice, this hill on a gravel path that was extremely inclined. And that is more cables and so on. And there's a plug. So you can see how difficult and how many cables are flying around here. How many cables are flying around here to make this all possible, right? So never muffled. Good. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for all the feedback. Okay, it's just these fat raindrops that are really irritating me because raindrops on a keyboard are detrimental. Thank you. We're witnessing an amazing moment. It is actually. It really is. It really is. So what I want to do is the only thing that can get in my way at the moment is rain. Okay, that's the only thing. I am completely geared up with lots of battery and power and a good Wi-Fi signal and everything you would need to enjoy this. The nice thing is that this chick hasn't yet fledged. That's all I can see, right? And we are well at a distance from the parent, so no worries that we're getting too close. Protect your electronics, absolutely. It's boa tarde, boa noche. Thank you. Thank you from Brazil. That is very kind. It is so beautiful here, but the problem is I can't even get out of my chair simply because everything is it's on a steep incline that if I get up, it would mean that I would endanger falling over cables or something. So you just have, watching from Houston, that's very nice. Very nice, Mary, that you're watching from Houston. I really appreciate it. I'm looking on my computer and to see that you're all there. Hi, Mary, also there. Yeah, that was from Houston. Yeah, now I think everything is coming through HAPS, so I can see all your comments, which is really nice. So I'm just going to let it stream now, and it's really still. It's still, you see these horrible thick droplets, which you cannot see, but you can maybe able to hear them, that are just falling on my computer screen, which is really making me nervous. Simply because one droplet and your whole computer. How old is this baby? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. All I know, it hasn't fledged yet. Okay, so I think it's going to fledge very soon. I'm just waiting for the parents to come back in. Amanda says your efforts are definitely worth the effort. Thank you very much. I'm super excited I can bring this to you. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to show you how beautiful the area is. 1 second, just with my huge zoom lens, looking right across the lake now. You see that right across the lake? That's quite a distance. That's the beautiful Lake Okanagan. That's where they go fishing. I'm going to go down again till I find the nest. Here we're back at the nest. There you go. And I think you get an idea of the geography here, how beautiful it is, right? This was always my dream. It was always my dream to be able to show you something like this. And after lots of effort, I finally found a setup where it's possible. Be careful, you have lots of precious equipment. I completely agree, bird lover. And now the fat cumulus cloud has been more tolerant to me, so I can put my shirt away again, so I don't have to protect my sweater away again. Either it's too hot here, or you see some fat cumulus cloud coming in. And usually it doesn't rain here. That's what's so funny. In the Okanagan, we have the best weather in the whole of Canada. I mean, we don't have weather like, well, in Houston, or in Dallas, I think. Well, in Arizona, you would definitely have warmer weather, but we don't have much rainfall. I think it's about 11 to 12 or 13 inches a year, which is not very much actually, right? But of course, these inches have to fall sometime, and they will definitely have to fall when I do a broadcast. Let's zoom in a little bit more again. If anybody can guess anybody who knows more about ospreys, I had no time really to prepare myself because there was so much to do here. So I can't even tell you how old this Osprey is. But if anybody wants to take a guess, go ahead. You know, this may, I'm beginning to wonder if this is actually a chick or whether there is sitting on, I'm actually not even sure at the moment. I'm not actually sure. We have to wait until one comes into the nest. I may be completely off. I just realized that because I thought the chicks have isn't don't the chicks have much lighter eyes? Who knows something about ospreys here? Who can comment on this? Isn't don't you think that is possible that this is actually not a chick that is sitting there? Thank you very much. You nominate this the broadcast of the week. That is so kind of you. I'll just show you where I'm sitting. I really appreciate it. So there I'm sitting in the middle, really up on a hill, and I half killed myself getting up here. I can't even move out of my chair because it is incredibly wonky. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for the nomination. I really appreciate it, and it really encourages me to go on doing these crazy things for you. I will definitely find out more when I come home because I'm not sure whether, let me just turn around a bit. I really have to turn around very delicately not to step on any wires here. Let me just do this 1 second. I'm going to put my computer here, one moment, into this bag, as you can see now, okay? So I just want to explain a little bit, if I can carefully turn around here. Okay, now I can. Hi. So here I am anyway. This is the Canadian chair, just in case you're wondering. The Canadian flag. Sorry, the Canadian flag. I have to talk into the microphone. The Canadian flag is on the other side, right? And that's a big battery pack there. All my gear, it weighs at least 100 pounds. I can tell you everything I carried up here, especially the battery and everything. But now, let me just get back. Wait a second, I think, there we go. Sometimes, sorry, the signal was a bit low. I think the signal was a bit low because I had my mobile phone too far away from the, I realize now what I'm doing, sorry. I had my mobile phone too far away from my laptop. Hopefully, oh gosh, now it's gone. Wait a second. Wait a second. Now we're gone. Why are we gone? Oh, I know why we're gone. Because I pressed one button. Okay, never mind. It's all good. Mark says sound is good now. Thank you very much, Mark. Okay. So anyway, why I'm so excited is we are definitely in offspring season. I just need some expert to tell me whether this is actually a chick we're looking at here, but it looks more like mum, right? Sitting on an egg, right? In any case, we're going to wait. Hi from Brussels. My goodness. I really feel honored that all the way from Brussels. Before Wendy decided to go back down, yes, and hike a bit more with more equipment. That's exactly right. So I did a test first. To see whether the signal was good enough. I'm just going to, yeah, there we go. And there's still some fat droplets coming on my equipment, on my laptop, which is really making me worried. So if for whatever reason the broadcast suddenly dies, then it's probably death of my computer. Okay, let's hope it doesn't happen. I really hope it's not going to happen. Okay, because that would that's a bit too much sacrifice. Can you hear the rain? Oh my God! Ah, Jesus Christ! Wait a minute. I'm going to cover my laptop now. I can tell you, they don't make it easy here for you. I've covered my laptop with my jacket now, so you may hear my sound a little bit muffled, but I don't know what else to do. I will zoom in a little bit more. Isn't that absolutely magnificent? Look how close you can see. Look at the close-up. Sound is fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hi, Alice. It's good to catch me live. Yes, I'm looking through my. I'm trying to look at the screen, which I'm covering at the moment because it's raining. Picture's back now. Yeah, Amanda, just excuse the short outages because I'm really handling so many things at the same time, which is not easy for a man. A woman is much better at doing this, I swear, but I'm trying my best. Oh, but it's so amazing, isn't it? It's so amazing. Is this a bird of prey? Yeah, so this is an osprey, okay? So this is an osprey. I assume in the meantime, unless there's an expert here, and I'm going to look at it at home in peace because I've only just arrived here for the first time. Okay, now we have sunshine again, which is wonderful. Um, so I assume that this is not a chick, okay? I may have been completely wrong. I may have been completely wrong. Okay, and hang on. I just have to I just have to get my connection better. Yeah, there we go. I can't put my phone too far away, so that's great. Wait a second, I'm just seeing some messages coming here. Okay, so nobody knows so far. I'm just going to look on Facebook if there's anybody who can help me out here. But I have a feeling we're looking at mum here. That's my feeling, and that I was just simply wrong. I'm going to see if there's anybody on here. Yeah, there. Pat says that's an adult, but thank you for this wonderful view. I thought so, Pat. Thank you for confirming this. I appreciate it. So that confirms it. This is definitely an adult. I believe thus that they're still sitting on their eggs. There is no chick so far. So I beg your pardon for the error that I made. I was so excited. I just set up my equipment and I thought it was a chick. It's definitely an adult. So it's probably mum. And Papa comes in now and then with some fish. So I just have to correct myself. I get it. Yeah, so it is mum. Thank you. Thank you on Facebook for correcting me. I so appreciate it. I so appreciate it. You love seeing the maple ridge. Yeah, you do. The maple leaf. I mean, the maple leaf on my. Cheers from Ontario. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Thanks for all your helpful comments. That is wonderful. It really helps. So I will try and correct the title later. I will definitely correct. Could be. Amanda says could be an adult sitting on eggs, but not sure either. Well, from what I get from Facebook, some some viewers, is that it is definitely mum, and I believe that too. I was simply wrong because I remember that the eyes of a young osprey definitely look very different, right? They definitely look very different. So. I definitely have to correct myself. We love you, Kristen. That's very nice. Most of all, I'm so happy I made it up here. I'm just going to switch the camera again and hopefully this will work. Just going to put, yeah, like that, like that, like that. So you can see where I'm sitting. We sometimes have a little bit of an outage there. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll just switch back to the other camera. It's okay. It's okay. For some reason, sometimes we have a little bit of outage. Yeah, I would have mistaken that for a chick too. Yes. You know why I got mistaken? And the reason is when I arrived, I thought, and I thought I wasn't sure, I thought I saw three in the nest. But obviously I'm wrong, okay? You can hear a bit of the sound from the road, but fortunately we're fairly secluded. I believe ospreys both share nesting duties. Yes, they do, Amanda. I'm definitely not an osprey expert, but I'm so excited to show this to you because we have so many beautiful osprey nests here. Here it is now 12 o'clock in the morning. Is that right? That's incredible. That's incredible. You know what's so amazing is that I'm able to show this to you with a live mobile setup and in such good quality. The feathers are amazing. So what we'll do is I'm going to just continue broadcasting now. Hi from Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. Is that Luis? Yes, Luis. Yes, Pat, the feathers are amazing, aren't they? 12 in the morning. I wonder where you are when it's 12 in the morning. Let me just look at my time. Okay, so it's 12 o'clock difference. So that must be, is that India or so? That must be really 12 and a half hours difference. After hatching, osprey chicks chain the nest for 50 to 50 days. Thank you very much. Thank you. Before leaving, can you also tell me, after hatching, chicks are capable of limited motion? That is completely correct. Can someone also please tell me, once they hatch, how long it takes for them to fledge? And if someone could just look it up, I would usually prepare myself much better. But I thought it's much more fun to do this with you together. Isn't it a pretty bird? I'm just going to look back on Facebook. Hello, hi, thank you so much. I got a very nice neighbor here who brought me some umbrellas. It's amazing. Thank you so much. I really got nice people here. It's absolutely wonderful. They brought me an umbrella in case it rains. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, living in Canada is an absolute privilege because people are just so nice. They are so nice, I can tell you. They are so nice and they're so helpful. It's absolutely wonderful. We see them in the back bays of Wildman Crest, New Jersey. Yes, you would. There are many. Dina, hi. I have a magpie nest. That's wonderful in the tree outside my window. So I've been reading up a lot about the behavior. Isn't it amazing, Dina, the brilliant physicist here? She can tell you all about black holes and gravitational waves and really the wonders of the universe. So go and follow Dina. That's so nice to see you here. So I'll just show you where I am. 1 second. I'm just going to show you the other camera. So I'm really on the hillside and I have brought all my equipment up here. It was a hell of a hike, really a hell of a hike. Built up all this complex equipment to give you a high quality broadcast with 2 different cameras, with batteries, with cables, really crazy. Usually fledge about 55 days. Okay, that makes complete sense. Thanks for the information. So that's completely correct. So we are looking probably here at Mama in the nest, looking down into the nest, which is really rare, right? I'm at quite a distance because I've got 1,000 millimeter focal length. I've got 960 millimeter focal length. I'm here near Kelowna, Lake Okanagan. You can look it up. It's absolutely beautiful. We have so much wildlife here. And Dina, I can tell you, in the evenings, I become an astronomer, and the sky is very clear here, got very good seeing conditions. And I will also be doing in future some night, some astronomy of galaxies and so on. So you got to enjoy everything. I'll be up day and night. Hi from the Netherlands. Yeah, in the Netherlands it must now be. Let me calculate. It's 12:01. It should be about 9:30 in the Netherlands in the evening. Isn't that so? Yes, Canadian people are very nice. I completely agree, and we keep the equipment safe. Amanda, in the States there are also many nice people. Only I've learned in the States you really got to watch out a little bit more. Thanks for the super hearts, Dina. Thank you so much. That's really kind. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all your wonderful efforts of bringing science to the world, and especially physics and, of course, astrophysics, which is so amazing. I really appreciate it. So that's Dr. Hooper doing absolutely in incredible, absolutely incredible broadcast. So where am I going to be doing astronomy stream? That's great. You know, I actually showed the lunar eclipse recently from the opposite side of Okanagan Lake. It was so beautiful. I was able to show the total lunar eclipse And what was so amazing about it is because the moon is very low in summer, right opposite to the sun, right? Right opposite to the sun, the opposite behavior. It set in the southwest at just at 4:20, and the lunar eclipse, the total eclipse, started at 4:11. So I was able to even show the last minutes of this beautiful lunar eclipse. I will be showing it probably from my house in Kelowna, straight off the balcony or in front, because the view is exquisite. It's absolutely exquisite. Yes, that was DC Hooper. In case you love her, absolutely, and you should follow her. She does amazing broadcasts, really amazing. So that's true. Osprey has fetched 7 to 8 weeks. Thank you for all the information streaming in. You know what I really like about the community is that you're helping so much. Uh, just fill the gaps here. Things I just don't know. The temperature at the moment, Sue, it's not that warm. It's around. Well, what would I say? Ah, um, it's going to heat up a lot, but it's around between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius. So it's not very cold. So not very warm either. So it's very nice. But in the next 2 days, it's going to heat up quite a lot. We have very dry climate here, so the usually the conditions, the atmospheric conditions, are fairly stable here at the lake. So it's quite nice. Yes, mostly sunlight sitting on the eggs. I completely agree, and I can see the stream is really coming in very good quality, which is absolutely magnificent. It really is. That's wonderful. Do you know what date you'll be doing that, Christian? You know, I'm going to wait a bit until new moon. So if you, first of all, I'll try and be here at the nest whenever possible. Then I'll also show you the peregrine falcon nest, the endangered one. That's also very interesting. I'll show you that live too. Then the astrophotography, probably because at the moment we're close to full moon, so it's a very bad time, but possibly in 2 to 3 weeks, when I have my complete equipment set up, I will be doing some live astrophotography. I'm sure you're going to love it. Hello from Dallas again. I photographed a few ospreys. Beautiful bird, aren't they? They're absolutely magnificent. I'm also going to take some images. I so hope that Papa, it's probably Papa we're missing at the moment, will come in very soon, and then you can enjoy him, and then can enjoy the pair, because as you know, ospreys work very well together, and we have so many osprey nests here. It's just unbelievable. This is the only osprey nest I could find where we can really have a view. Oh, now it's starting to rain again, so I'm going to put up the umbrella that a neighbor has kindly given, who doesn't even know me. So it's very nice. I can just cover this with an umbrella. Oh, this is so nice. I'm just going to show you how that looks. 1 second. I got to show you that. You see that? That's the umbrella, and that's the umbrella that's covering my screen at the moment, which is actually also very good, because that way I can keep my computer covered, and also it's very good against the sun. I just noticed. So it helps me also against the sun, because I can actually read the screen. What a brilliant idea! Isn't it just marvelous? Just marvelous. This is so thrilling. I'll switch over again. So now I don't have to worry anymore about the rain. So let the rain come. She even brought me another umbrella, which I can put over my camera and over myself. That is so thoughtful. So next time I'm definitely bringing umbrellas along. That is so marvelous. Yeah, subscribe. Well, that is good. That is good. I remember you from Periscope. That is good. Yeah, you see, of course, Periscope closed down, and this is where we are now. So let me zoom in a little bit. I mean, isn't it incredible? That's how close I can get with my camera. So you're looking at 1,000 millimeters here, and it's quite marvelous. And you can actually hear the raindrops now on the umbrella. That's a lot of camera gear. It's crazy much. Yes, it is. It is. But it keeps me fit, and it always reminds me to be humble. reminds me to be very humble in nature. We are there to watch nature and to respect it. And that's all part of it, right? So it's absolutely wonderful to do this. Oh, she's looking straight at me. Although I'm at quite a distance, she sure sees me. Looking forward to your live broadcast, especially on astronomy and other raptors. And I will do that, Amanda. There's so much wildlife here that is so amazing. And I will do a lot more. My heart really is in live streams because it's just so special to do this. Because there's nothing more difficult than showing things live. It really is. We need to get you a gorilla car. I'll tell you something about the equipment. If you want to just listen a little bit about the equipment and the issues one has when one is out in the wild, like what I'm doing now. Let me explain to you. It's really difficult, actually. It's very difficult. First of all, I'm trying to give this to you in good quality, and there is no single set that you can get that really matches everything. So unfortunately, you have to be quite a geek, right? Second of all, the battery power that you need is immense. Yeah. So that's also why I have to carry a battery up here. Um, Thirdly, you have to have a good Wi-Fi signal, which is also an issue, and so on, right? So there are so many things that you have to watch out for. And it's usually very difficult to get to good locations. You can't just drive there. You have to do quite a bit of hiking, so you have to be fit too. Um, and so on and so on. And you have to protect yourself against the rain, against too much sun. You have to respect nature, and so on. And it's just so many things that have to come together. Because of course I could also take an osprey nest right next to the road, but it would be awful. So this is much better. Yeah, I'm just centering Mama a little bit better. And the mosquitoes, yes, and the mosquitoes. And I can tell you what's also quite difficult is the gravel and the sand that I had to go up in order to make this possible. So if you had watched me, you wouldn't have believed what cart I was pulling up that steep hill on gravel. It's not on gravel, and slippery stones. And I nearly didn't make it for the weight, so I had to distribute the weight, walk up here many times in order to make it possible. And that's what makes it so special. What shall we name her? Hey, why don't you make a bit of a voting for this? Give her a beautiful name, one that really gives her all the credit, right? Princess Di or something that you can think of. Hi from Los Angeles. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here. That's great. Oh, you want to call her Ozzy? That's nice. Okay. I would call her Fuzzy. I love Fuzzy. I love Fuzzy. I love that name, Fuzzy. How about Fuzzy? That's a great one. I think is it always Diana? I'm so sorry. I think it's Diana, right? I always mispronounce your name, and I deeply apologize for that. But I think it's Diana. I don't know why. It's like Diana, it's Diana, right? I just tell me if I got that one right or if I got your name wrong again. I think it's Diana. So Diana Hooper. So she came up with the name Fuzzy, right? So that's great. That's great. Dan Christian, don't bust me as being a geek. Oh, come on. I keep telling my friends. Yes, it is Deanna. Thank you. But yes, and I apologize for that. It is Deanna. Thank you for spelling it all out. That's what it is, Deanna. Good. Let me just um, jump over to the other one. So I'm just going to gently try and get up now. I want to show you a little bit of the surrounding, and I have to really get up carefully because it's so steep here. And I hope I will not step on my wires here. Okay, let's give it a try. I'm gonna walk towards the camera behind me. You won't hear me much because I'm walking away from the mic. But what I'm going to try and do, hopefully I won't disrupt the stream, is I just want to pan the camera a little bit around to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to take my umbrella away so I can see the screen. And hopefully I won't stumble. So very gently, I will walk up now. Very gently, just whoops, and it's so steep here. Okay, there's the camera. Okay, okay. Okay. Oops. Now you can see how everything is so wonky here. It's so wonky because I'm on a steep incline, and I think I actually managed to show you a little bit so you can see the position of the osprey nest. You should have been able to see it, and I'll just switch over again. But you can see how, isn't that beautiful? Looking straight at me, of course. Even though I'm quite a distance here from the osprey nest, of course, Mama has definitely detected me, but is not worried about me, so that's good. Uh, let's see you zoom with the hap zoom. Oh, with the hap zoom, I don't even know how that works. I don't know how that, I don't know how that type of zoom even works. I've never tried that. Um, but I just got to be really careful, right? Can you hear? They often have crows here, of course, and ravens. So there's a lot of wildlife here. I have seen red-tailed hawks. I have seen ospreys, bald eagles. I've seen so much here. Oh my goodness. I have seen bighorn sheep. It's so incredible here. It's so incredible. Oops, sometimes the video just blurs up a little bit. Okay, it's starting to rain again, so I'm just going to put the umbrella over the just over the live broadcast. I'm so glad that neighbor was so nice and just came down all the way to bring me some umbrellas. I really appreciate it. I took a hawk. I took a hawk snatching a bunny yesterday. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. Yes. You see actually quite a lot. It's quite amazing. If one opens one's eyes. One second. I'm just going to see if I can jump back onto Facebook and see if I can see if there are any comments I've missed. Okay, let me just go quickly through the comments here. Hello from hello from Northwest Illinois. That is great. Hi Sharon. That is great. Pat says Olympia. You you know it's interesting. Pat says we need to get you a gorilla card. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm trying to get. Um, why this is so difficult. I've been trying to get an electric powered cart, like the one cart I have here. Let me just show you what I mean, okay? So you see the cart that I have here where the umbrella is, right? Here, there's a cart that you can just see on the side, but the wheels are completely wrong for this type of terrain because the terrain is very difficult. And the load that I have to carry up with the equipment in order to make this possible is extremely difficult. So my thinking is it would be nice to get an electric powered one, right? Well, you won't believe it. I looked through the whole of the states and so on. They have no such design. So I started going in China and trying to see if there's a special design because you sort of need about 500 to 600 watts power, and then you can even on steep inclines, if you just get a little bit of power from the wheel, you'll be able to make it up very steep hills. In fact, right? That's what I was looking for. But I found something in China now, with the help with the help of someone who could read Chinese, of course. And I'm probably going to order that because it just makes it so much easier for me to navigate in very difficult terrain and give you very special broadcasts, both in wildlife and in astronomy. It just makes it so much better. Did you know that an osprey can snap their talons shut in 200ths of a second? I believe that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I do believe you. I absolutely believe you. I so hope that one of them is going to come back now. I mean, it's probably Papa who's going to come back with some fish because Mama's been sitting there for quite some time. I think I've been running the broadcast now for 45 minutes, and I'm just going to keep it running with the hope. Isn't that marvelous? Isn't that absolutely marvelous? Look at that. And as you can see, I'm in respectful distance here away from them. Do they have good eyesight? Yes, they do. They have excellent eyesight. Absolutely, Sharon. They have superb eyesight, very similar to an eagle. Um, oh, there was just above, there was a turkey vulture. Did you see her look up? Well, she was looking at a turkey vulture, right? So they are very, yeah, that's another bird of prey that we have here are turkey vultures. So it's incredible. There's a lot of raptor traffic here. How far are you from the nest? I estimate, okay, first of all, the nest is right next to the road. I think the height of the nest is you can hear the cars going by, right? So the height of the nest, I would say, is let me just guess that is probably 15, 45 feet, 15 meters, somewhere 45, 50. Now, if I take the length and multiply that to where I'm sitting, I would estimate myself at, let's see now, at least 400 feet, okay? That's about 400 feet away, which is way, way, way away, okay? So that's in very safe distance from it because if you're walking next to the road, you are so much closer, okay? And with the equipment that I have, I can, yeah, turkey vultures, that's right. They have a red head. That's exactly right. Yes, yes, that's exactly right. So we're just going to hang out with me and we're just going to wait. We're just going to wait until, gosh, the isn't, I am really delighted to see how good the quality is coming across. It's much better than I ever thought it would be possible. Is that a little flower on the left? Okay, let me have a look what you a little flower on the left. Isn't that beautiful? So I think I can also, at this very safe distance, do you ever discuss how each bird builds their nests? Absolutely amazing. That's a great comment. I think, with osprey, that is a great comment. We've definitely covered that with eagle nests. We have covered that because we've seen them bring in branches and how they shuffle around branches backwards and forwards. With ospreys, I have not. I have not looked at that. How big do I think that nest is? I think, let's have a look. I think that's quite a big nest, actually. I think it's also an older nest. It's on a platform, obviously. Um, they've built so many platforms for ospreys. I think that's quite a big nest. Um, let's estimate. I think that's probably 5 or 6 feet. I think. Oops, my umbrella is now blowing away. Now the wind is starting. So I always got something to do here. I can't believe it. Now, let me just close the umbrella. Otherwise, it's going to blow away. Go from one thing to the next. So, I mean, judging by the size, I would have said it's at least 6 foot or 2 meters, at least 2 meters across, right? At least. I think most build except great horned owls. Yes. They take over hawk nest. That's correct. Yes. Osprey will take advantage of almost anything, like a view of a water to build their nests, including tall trees, cliffs, telephone poles. That's exactly right, and so on. And they are obviously very good at survival. They really are. And also, you have to be really careful with ospreys. If you do get too near to them, people have been attacked by ospreys, and they can be incredibly vicious. So anyway, out of respect of wildlife, I stay away anyway. So I'm at quite a distance. But if you walk below the nest and you were to put your camera up there, um, Mama wouldn't like that very much, I can tell you, and it would be very fuzzy. Yeah, that's great. Okay, we call her Fuzzy. Fuzzy looks well, doesn't she? I love it. Well, Diana, if you call her Fuzzy, what do we call Pa? I mean, you haven't even seen Pa yet. And what are we going to call the little ones once they hatch, right? Which is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing because I can cover that in the next months. So we're going to have a lot of time here together. And it's so nice. The neighbor up there on the hill, she's already said, "Hey, Kristen," she doesn't even know me. She came down here and she loved what I'm doing here and sharing this with you. And she said I can come to her house and broadcast from there. I don't know if there's a view of the osprey nest, but it would help me to park the car up there and actually come down here instead of killing myself going up the hill. True, I almost got bombed by a hawk. Yes, even at a distance. You have to be really careful. Yeah, Diana is a physicist, and not just a physicist, she's a brilliant physicist. I can't be trusted to name things. I'll start calling babies fuzzy. But I like the word fuzzy. It's really nice. I'm so hoping that Papa will come back in very soon. Or maybe this is Papa sitting there. We don't know for sure. Fuzzy cam. Yes, yes, we're getting better and better. So I'm going to call this Fuzzy Nest from now on. This is Fuzzy Nest and Fuzzy. And the other one, whoever that's going to be, is maybe Papa, who's going to be, well, the Papa is a bit smaller than Mama. And we'll see what they're called. Even if I just sat here. Nice. So thank you so much, Mark. Thanks for the donation. It's very kind of you. All your donations are going towards covering the Wi-Fi costs. Okay, so I'm very grateful and for any donations. They will really go to cover off my cell phone costs. Fortunately, these are going down, but I so enjoy doing this and sharing nature with you. Um, so thanks a lot for that. These small things just help because, as I said, I've invested a lot in equipment, and my running costs are really only Thanks again. Thanks, Mark. I really appreciate it. That's so kind of you. So that's all going to cover my cell phone costs so that I can bring you this because this swallows about 2 to 3 gigabytes per hour, which is not little. Yeah, I know Mark. I think I know Mark also who attends Diana's shows. I remember that. Thanks a lot. Really wonderful. I don't even dare touch my laptop or anything because everything's working. So I just hope. Did I say how big the nest was, Sharon? The nest is at least 6 foot. I would guess it's about 2 meter across, right? So it's quite a big nest. I think it's also quite an old nest, from what I can tell. I'm just so hoping. Another one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Richard. I really appreciate it. Thanks. All that's going to cover my cell phone costs, which my telephone company, well, they're quite ruthless, right? They really get you wherever they can. So it's very nice. Call the Dad Bandit. Thank you, Amanda. Okay, now we have names, Fuzzy and Bandit. I love it. That's a great one. Fuzzy and Bandit. So thank you to Diana for calling Mum Fuzzy, and thank you to Amanda for calling Dad Bandit. That is great. So we have Bandit and Fuzzy. We love it, don't we? It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. Bandit. Bandit is good because he steals all the fish out of the lake. I think it's great. This is so much fun. Yeah. Rufus is exactly spot on. Yeah, well. Oh, she's looking up. Wait a minute. What's she looking at? What is she looking at? Let me see. That's interesting. I'm just going to wait. Oh, she's getting ready for something. Can you hear her? Yes, he's coming with a fish. Look at that. He's got a fish. It's fantastic. How was that, eh? Bandit came in. Bandit came in and he brought a beautiful fish in. That's what I was hoping for. Did they just change guard? Could you see whether they changed guard? Whether they actually changed or whether Fuzzy is still on the nest? Or is it Bandit now? They didn't. Thank you. Because I couldn't watch that. I couldn't see it. So they didn't change. So Bandit is on his way again, right? Isn't that incredible footage, right? Oh, but Diana says, I think it's Bandit and Fuzzy left. I couldn't see it because I was so busy looking at the camera. I also had the impression that I thought they changed. So it's really up to you now. Let me just zoom in a lot. It's really up to you to recognize which bird is which, right? He's got a different head. Are you sure? Because you're seeing this on a big screen. I'm not. And definitely taking a curious look at me now. Definitely took a curious look at me. We'll have to watch the replay, yes. And I also, by the way, I also recorded it, which is great. Well, you can probably spool back, and you can watch the replay. I think Fuzzy had oranger eyes. That's interesting you say that. It's very interesting you say that. There, I'm giving you a close-up. That's as close as I can get. They changed. Good, good, good. Well, that's a decent pair, isn't it, that they change? That was so wonderful, wasn't it? Question would be, do both sit on the eggs? Yes, they do. Absolutely. This is the answer. They absolutely change. Most birds do. Most birds do. I know hummingbirds don't, but I think from the raptors, as far as I know, most of them do, for sure. So we have banded now on the egg. That's it. When she got up, she did have a necklace. That's interesting. It's interesting. Hi, Klingen Warbirds. Nice to see you again, by the way. The male brings fish and trades for time on the eggs. Sounds like a real old couple, doesn't it? I love that comment. That's so funny. Oh, I love this stuff. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it is. It is. That's a nice thing, isn't it? Yes, just had a switch off. Very nice. I think so too, Amanda. It's Bandit on. It's the bird you named Bandit who's now on the eggs. And you can definitely go on my YouTube and Facebook channel right now, and you can probably spool back and watch that small scene very carefully. What happened? So let's see how long. Let's see how long now he's going to last there, right? Yes, could it be that he's facing a different direction? That is, I mean, they have different habits, just like human beings have different habits. So do birds. I've noticed that a lot with eagles, and he is looking in a different direction. He definitely is, and also he doesn't seem to look so much over here, which is quite, which is the first thing I noticed. Right? She was looking here a lot more. It happened at about 55 minutes. Thank you. They usually face the wind. That's absolutely correct. Of course, they would face the wind. That is correct. Yes, and Amanda thinks they have switched. So this should be banded. I'm just going to see what if I missed any comments on Facebook. 1 second. Let's see if I can see if there is. Yes, I've got all your comments. That's good. So they changed. Yes, for sure they did. Yes, I thought so. I thought so. So that was when the stream was at 55 minutes. That's good. I really love your participation here. You see, that makes a nice live stream. It's super alert, really super alert. Oh, here he's looking at us, but not very worried, as you can see. He's seeing this huge eye in the distance looking at him and wondering, what is that? Bandit doesn't seem like he's settled down yet. You're right. You're right. Okay, I'm looking at the wider picture now. I'm just going to give you a bit of the outlook again here. Just the view that you have from the camera looking in the back, so that you can also see the my large camera here. And believe it or not, it's cooling down again. The temperature changes are quite drastic here. So I'm now going to just put on my, I'm just going to put on my jersey. It's oof, unreal. And it's starting to rain again. Okay, so I have to cover, I'm going to first cover the camera, sorry, the laptop. Okay, the laptop is covered, it's raining. You might hear me a little bit muffled now because I've got the laptop under the umbrella. And I've also got my camera underneath the umbrella. So you can see how you can see how amazingly the weather changes here. I missed the start. Is this close to where you live? Um, so Diana, let me just switch over the 1 second. Let me just switch over and I'll explain. I'll explain to you where this is. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so there she is again. So I hope you can hear me. So yeah, um, we have a summer house in Kelowna. Okay, it's a beautiful. We just have a beautiful Oops, we have a beautiful summer house in Kelowna, and this is about, I would say, 15 kilometers away from where I live. All we chose really that place because of nature. We have this incredible, beautiful view across Lake Okanagan, and it's just nature pure. Everywhere there are raptors, the birds of prey. We've got bighorn sheep, and at night, wow, usually it's fairly clear here. At night, the sky completely opens, and you see stars in incredible detail. Although we have got some city light in the distance, it's just magnificent. It's so magnificent. The air is very clear, and that's also the reason why I love it here, because in the evening, then it's time for astronomy, of course. You get your astrophotography equipment out, and the same lens that I'm using now, Diana, I use at night to photograph the Whirlpool Galaxy or some other beautiful things. And I also want to show that live how I do these things. I just have to set myself up for a nighttime streaming, and that's just amazing. It's all from this one spot. That is about from Vancouver, where my main home is. That's about 4 hour drive, and you drive through what you call the Coquihalla. It's a beautiful mountain range that goes quite high, right? It's a magnificent, it's a magnificent area of British Columbia. It really is, right? And gosh, I absolutely love it here. I hope that explains you. That explains. I definitely want to see some guys. Diana, I will love to have your commentary, your incredible, knowledgeable commentary when I show some galaxies, and you can talk a little bit more about astrophysical phenomena and cosmology, of course. I would love to have your comments. So if you want to do a live stream one day with me, you're very welcome to join in, and I will happily let you comment along, and people will love it. How is that? We could do that. That'll be a lot of fun. Do you know how many eggs there are? No, I don't. I don't know how many there are because I can't see. She's sitting obviously on the eggs at the moment, but we'll know some. Does that sound great? Good. Oh, good, Deanna. That's good. I think that would really be fun. And HAPS allows us actually to combine streams, as far as I know. So I can definitely take you in on a stream and have you live comment on it. So that'll definitely work. That's great. Wonderful. I'll direct message you on Twitter today. Okay, let's do that. Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Thank you again for some donation, Janice. Very kind. I really appreciate it. I hope the uh, raindrops are falling on my head, will stop very soon. There you can see the back. So you can just see the camera equipment on the side. I'll show you where the Osprey nest is located. 1 second. So if I point right down, see where my hand is, pointing right down where the camera is, That's where the osprey nest is located. Earlier, if you spool back, you will see how I actually, whoops, get the umbrella back. You will see how I actually did that, right? Um, what the whole area looks like. By the way, Diana, I did an incredible broadcast 2 days ago for Astronomers Without Borders. You may know them, right? It's a beautiful organization that gives that passes on live streams and contributions of astronomy to all countries in the world, rich or poor. Really wonderful, really wonderful. No, this is an 800 millimeter lens with a 1.2 extender. So I'm running at 900. What's it? 960 millimeters. I'm running at 960 millimeters. So it's a heck of a lens. Okay. So anyway, coming back to the to what I was just saying is so I was able to do the total lunar eclipse here, which was visible from the Pacific Northwest. And it was incredible. I was on the other side of this lake, and the moon was quite low, and it was beautiful as the eclipse came in, and I had a very clear broadcast, and it also was shown live on Astronomers Without Borders. So that was, oh, now it's really raining. You can hear it. Ooh, and the wind is picking up. But it was quite incredible. The males are more white in the front. Is that right? Oh gosh, now it's blowing. I just can't believe the weather change here. Oh my goodness. It's just crazy. I'll show you, I'm sitting here with two umbrellas now. One day you'll graduate to a 500. You'll enjoy the graduation. Oh my goodness. Cover that deer, man. Yes. You see, I'm sitting here with two umbrellas, right? One for my camera and one for my laptop. But I can't even hold. Now the wind has picked up, and I can hardly hold the umbrella. But I have to. You can actually see from Bandit's, that's the male, right? Bandit's feathers, that it's getting quite windy at the moment. Let me switch over again. Yeah, you can see that. And you can hear the raindrops, right? Oh my goodness, it's really starting now. I cannot believe this. Can you hear the rain? Oh my goodness, it's getting nasty. And there's nothing I can do because I have no escape, right? Such an incredible broadcast. Thanks, Mark. It's about the craziest broadcast I've ever done in my life. It's really crazy. Woo! You need, I know I need a chair with an umbrella. Fortunately, my lens is fairly well covered now. I hope it'll stop soon. I'm a little bit worried about my electrical equipment because it's not rated for outdoor rain. So if I suddenly get a short, I've had it. You hear a big boom here. You can hear raindrops on Fuzzy, yes. Oh my goodness, and the wind is really picking up. I'll show you quick. I can't even switch now because all my hands are full. But let me just switch and show to you what it looks like in reality here. So that's what it looks like. I can tell you, if it hadn't been for that wonderful woman from the neighbor who had brought me two umbrellas, I would really be screwed now. Honestly, I would have. I mean, goodness me. Raining hard, you can hear it, right? Yeah, yeah, such nice neighbors. But it'll stop very soon. I'm just hoping that there'll be a change very soon, and then hopefully Fuzzy will come back in and give Bandit some, a trade. But they're really taking good turns now. I've been broadcasting now for 1 hour and almost 14 minutes. And so I think they come in about every 45 minutes. Still raining. Wow. And still no short circuit. You know that I'm actually also in a, how far away is the nest? I think it's about between 300 and 400 feet is my estimate. So I think it's about 100, yeah, a bit more than 100 meters. Okay, that's my estimate. Line of sight, direct line of sight. Start carrying a couple of ponchos with you. You know, I don't know what else I should bring up here because I thought I had everything. But one thing I didn't anticipate was rain. I didn't because I looked at the weather forecast and obviously that one was wrong. But I do have a better idea. Next time, I'm going to drive very close with the car, so I think I'm going to have it a lot better. And I've got such nice neighbors here, are so incredibly helpful. So it'll be fine. It'll all be good. Ah, it's stopping to rain. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, look how wet he is. Look how wet Bandit is. Can you see that? Can you see the drops? Hang on, I'm going to zoom in. You believe me that it's wet? You see those droplets? Isn't that incredible? So that's quite wet, isn't it? I'm trying to fasten the umbrella here somehow that it stays in place. How can you set up broadcasting from your camera if you don't mind me asking? Yes, I will. I will definitely answer. Oops, gosh, I got so much wind here. You know, I need to become an octopus because I don't have enough hands anymore. Okay, let me explain quickly how I do this. 1 second, if I could only just switch. 1 second, let me see if I can switch. Okay, so what you see here is obviously the camera. There's a battery here. I don't know if you can see it because everything here is it's completely wet. There's a big battery here. That's called a Jackery. It's a 500-watt battery. I got my hat there. I got my huge equipment there. I have it all running into a laptop here. The laptop is in this big cart. Okay, the laptop is in that big cart, which you can't, which is here on the side. I don't know if you can see it here, where I'm pointing the umbrella to. More or less, yeah. I would have to turn the camera a bit, and inside there's a laptop and a switcher. So I have one camera and another. I have a switcher, and that is going via HDMI cables into my. Sorry, I just have to do something here. Okay, that's going via HDMI cables into my laptop, and from my laptop I have a hotspot to my mobile phone, and that's transmitting it, and that's what all these crazy wires are for, right? So I hope that answers your question. So it's quite a crazy setup. 1 second, I'm just going to switch over to the nest again. There you go. So I hope that answers your question. It's quite a crazy setup. The total weight, I think, is more than 100 pounds. And I didn't only pull the wagon up, I went up the hill about 4 times, really 4 times. I'm not joking, because it was too heavy. And I was completely, my pulse, I measured my pulse, was all the way up to 150 something, okay? So it was tremendous. Thank you so much for the award. So it was tremendous to do this, right? It's serious workout, it really is, and you have to have a certain fitness to do this, especially the pulling up of the gear, because the problem is also if you take a cart to carry everything up, the cart is pulling downwards, not only pulling downwards, but you can't even take a rest, because if you take a rest and let the cart go, it's going down, okay? So that's why you need to. Thanks for all the appreciate awards, and thanks to Walt, and thanks to Mark. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And now we have rain, so we have everything. And you know what's amazing is the quality of the live stream. I can see that the quality is actually very good. I wish I could zoom in and out a bit more if I wouldn't have to hold the umbrellas because of the rain. But I'll try and zoom in a bit more. There you go. You can definitely see his that's Bandit's. You can definitely see Bandit's wet feathers now. So I'm hoping that there's going to be another change of guard very soon. The picture quality is amazing. Deanna, I'm so happy you say that. That really makes me happy, because technology has to have a purpose, right? I mean, this was the purpose to make this possible. And whoops, it's just the umbrella's always flying away. This one, hang on. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's actually possible. That's a pleasure, Sharon. It really is a pleasure. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to try and go to Facebook. One second. Let's see what's going on Facebook. Um, thank you, Louise. I so appreciate it. Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate it. Uh, Wonderful that you're there. It's absolutely wonderful. There's so many comments coming in. The feathers don't get wet. Just Yeah, of course, you're right. Of course, they don't get wet. Of course, they're hygroscopic. You're absolutely right. But what I wanted to say is that you see, of course, the droplets forming, right? They of course they are of course oiled feathers. That's completely correct. But they still need to do a lot of preening after they get wet. Thank you for all the awards and kind donations. That's going to cover the cell phone costs, which is really the most important. So I think we're expending about something like 2.5 gigawatts per hour. Gigabytes, I'm sorry. Gigabytes, not gigawatts, for goodness sakes. Gigabytes per hour. That's the approximate. Yeah, that's the consumption. So it does eat in. What camera do I use? Okay, Walt, I'll tell you what. Let me just switch over because the rain is now finally stopping, so I can do it quickly. Do a switch now. Okay, I'm just going to cover this. Um, there you go. Okay, now you can see my camera, right? There's the camera. That's an 800 millimeter with a 1.2 extender. So it's a Nikon 960 running with it's a D5, a Nikon D5 at the back, and an HDMI cable running out into the laptop via switcher, right? So it's quite a setup to give such good quality. You have to You have to do quite a lot. Yes, they spread the oil while preening. Exactly. Exactly. That's right. That's what they do. That's exactly right. That's what they do. Yep. I'll switch to the front too. 1 second. You know what? Let's try the other one. I'm going to try and switch to the front camera. Let's try and do that. Okay, let's. Yes, that's the front camera. Okay, now you can see me from the front finally with all the umbrellas here. So you can see what this actually looks like in reality. Um, so that's the camera from my laptop actually, which I completely forgot about, which I can also use. But the news is I have to always cover everything, but it's constantly raining. So I'm just going to switch over again. So let's just try. 1 second. 1 second. Let's see. Here we go again. We switch back to the main camera. So there we go. That's it. Amazing tech, isn't it? It's amazing tech. 3 cameras. That's not bad for being on the field, eh? The llama is still on the screen. What is the llama? What the heck is the llama? Where does it come from? What is that? Oh, come on. I don't know what that llama. I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's really irritating. I'm so sorry. What is that llama doing? I don't understand it. That is absolutely annoying. Wait a second. Honestly, I don't know where it comes from. New to apps. What does it say there? Why is that there? You need to click on the llama. I'll try. Hang on. It all sounds easier than I'm trying. This is so irritating. Wait a minute. I'm just going to take my laptop to me. Gee. What is this? Okay, now I've got the laptop right next to me. I'm clicking on it. Wait a minute. I'm just going to refresh my screen, okay? I might lose you now. I might lose you, but I do not understand what that stupid llama is doing. Oh, I got it. I got it. It's gone. It's gone. Thank goodness. What a nuisance. Who came up with that nonsense? Ah, ah. Sorry about the llama. I don't know what that was. Stupid llama. I agree. I have no idea what that was. No idea. Well, the most important is that the llama has to go. Hi, hi everyone. The llama has to definitely disappear um, when there's a change of guard. I know it's a stupid stuff. It really is. And you know why it's so difficult? Because I'm out here on the field and I'm doing 1,000 things uh, in parallel, trying to make this all possible. And then you have another nuisance coming in that you don't even know what the. See, my umbrella is always going away. That it doesn't help, does it? Okay, I'll just switch over again. You know what? I'm just gonna turn the camera a little bit so you can see it better. There was a llama world. Okay, I see. Thank you very much to explain that to me. Okay, so I'm just being silly. I have no idea, obviously. So I'm just gonna turn the camera a bit. I'm gonna get up very, very slowly now so that I do not step on any cables. You really have to be careful. 1 second. Oh, really careful. Oh my goodness. It's so steep here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's a bit better. I'm just going to show you the setup here. Okay, so this is obviously my Canadian chair. As you can see, that's a battery there. Okay, that's a battery pack. I think you should be able to see it now. There's lots of equipment here on the side that I've under the umbrella at the moment. Then here, I've got much more cables, right? A lot of cables, as you can see. Then there's you can see this box here. That box here, that's my cart, right? And that cart is for where I carried everything up about twice. That's the camera, that's the main camera. And that's about it. Yeah, oops, and my back hurts. My back hurts because it's a lot to carry up. But in the meantime, the rain has stopped, which is wonderful. So I'm just going to carefully sit down again. Oops. You really have to watch out because it's very steep here. And I don't like that my screen is wet there. So obviously a little bit of, wow, it's become wet here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Switch over again. I do take care of myself. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind comments. Everything's fine. Where's your helper mule? Wouldn't that be nice, right? That would be nice. But you know what? The weather has finally become better again, so I feel so much better. So I can definitely endure this now. Isn't that a fantastic shot? I completely agree. I'm really stunned. Hang on. I'm just going to there. That's a bit better. Not too bright. That should be fine. I don't know. I can also brighten it up. It doesn't really matter. I think like that is really fun, really beautiful. And as you can see, we can zoom out completely. So that's the overview of the nest. There, you can see the structure of the nest there, right? Multi-sponsored, thank you so much for all your kind donations. I so appreciate it. I so appreciate it. You're really so kind. And this is making it also so much fun. There you can see the structure of the nest, right? It's a typical platform where they obviously put a lot of branches with a lot of work on top. And it's probably quite an old, probably quite an old nest that you're looking at here. Absolutely perfect. What a shot, isn't it? Oh, I can tell you I'm so much more happy now because the rain stopped. It's so nice because I can finally close these umbrellas. And honestly, I would not have known what I would have done with without this very kind neighbor. Um, who just was so incredible. Just so incredible to be so kind and bring me umbrellas. Without that, I don't know what I would have done. I can tell you I would have had a damaged laptop, probably a damaged camera, and so on. So I was extremely lucky. And it reminds me next time not to forget it. If you're on desktop, which I am, choose the fill option. And oh, hang on, she's getting a bit uneasy here. Or he's getting a bit uneasy. Just wondering why. I'm so hoping that Fuzzy will come back into the nest. Okay, if you're on desktop, choose the fill option and look at the Stream. Oh, I see. I see. That's what you're saying for watching. I'm sure there are many options here that I could also be using, but I simply don't know at the moment. Okay, maybe Fuzzy is coming back. The sun's coming out now. It's so beautiful, right? So we're just going to wait until that happens. Yeah, we're just going to wait. The good news is I can definitely, if you like this live stream, just give me a shout, please. Just leave a comment and say you like this, and give me a thumbs up. That really shows me that this is something that is is worthwhile showing in future too, especially when there's hatching and so on. And I will gladly come here and do my best to give you continuous live streams as much as possible from this. You like it, great. Thank you. Put thumbs up. That is really wonderful. Love this content and stream. I'm so happy. My wish is really to bring you something beautiful from just bring you something incredibly beautiful from our wonderful wildlife that we still have left on this planet. So, um, and if I succeed to do that, then I'm incredibly pleased. Really, I am. It's amazing. That's great. Yes, and do share this broadcast. I'm very glad to do that. So you can share it wherever you wish. That's all good. My type of broadcast, that is nice. And the nice thing is you're really all contributing to this. You've contributed with names for the ospreys. We know now that they're called Fuzzy. Fuzzy is the female, which we believe is the female. We're not exactly sure, but if there's an osprey expert, you can definitely comment on that. So we have Fuzzy and Bandit, right? And Bandit at the moment we believe is the male who's sitting in the nest at the moment, right? Nature lovers, that is so wonderful. That is so great. Hi, Barbara. I'm just jumping over to you. Shared it. That's very nice. Nolan says this is amazing. Thank you, Barbara. That is so nice. Mama will be back soon, maybe in 20 minutes. Thank you for all your comments. I'm looking on Facebook occasionally whenever I can. Make sure I don't miss something. I will definitely look at all your comments once I'm home and I have some time. So don't worry, your comments will be read. They really will, and I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, something going on now. Wait, I'm going to zoom out. That looks to me like he or she was rolling the eggs. Bandit was rolling the eggs, right? Whoever Bandit is, or whatever Bandit is, I should say, is rolling the eggs. This is content indeed. I'm so happy. You need to be on TV. Awesome voice. That's very kind. You know who my big hero really is? And I mean, that doesn't come as a surprise, is David Attenborough. I can tell you, I can listen to David Attenborough forever. Um, and my friend, the eagle biologist David Hancock, knows David Attenborough too. I think he's once contributed in a TV series with David Attenborough. Um, he's so amazing what he's been doing for the really showing how wonderful our wildlife on this planet is. And well, if I can bring you 1 millionth of what David Attenborough can bring, then I'm already happy. Okay. This is the female now. They traded back. Did I miss the trade? Sorry, did I miss it? You love David. Well, that's true. David is amazing. Oh, they just traded turns. I'm so sorry. I missed it. I didn't see that. I didn't see. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm just going to check what my phone consumption, what my mobile consumption is. So 1 second. Let me just see if I still have um, something left to broadcast or whether I have to refill. Let me just see. Okay, I still got something. I consumed about, that's no problem. I have consumed 4 gigabytes so far in just this talk. So I'm still at 15 and I've got 20. So it's absolutely not a problem. We can go on for another hour. And then I definitely have to change my plan to upgrade my plan, which I happily will do, in order to continue or to broadcast as much as possible. So all that's not a problem. So they do face different directions when on the nest. Yes, you're absolutely right. Well, absolutely right. Don't worry, Susan. It rained. You don't worry about being late. Hey, there's no early and no late here. It's all good. Yes, they do. So let's focus in on the eyes. So this seems to be fuzzy again, right? This seems to be fuzzy. Let me just focus a little bit better. There we go. That's better focus. So that's fuzzy, and the eye color should also be slightly different, right? And as you correctly observed, they sit in different directions too, right? Oh, looking at what? Okay. Yes, somebody said something about the neck area. That's right. Their gender, I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to check that. And of course, they face into the wind, but at the moment, the wind has completely died down, fortunately. Nolan says, as long as there's no wind. Yeah, that's exactly right. So Barbara says they did trade turns. That's good to know. Okay, good. Good. I must have missed it because I was busy with something. Oh, yes. Thanks, Nolan on Facebook. Yeah, I'm not sure if all. I don't always see all the comments that come in, so I jump backwards and forwards just to make sure that I don't miss too much. Can you see how much better it is now? It's really so much better. And let me just switch to the front camera, which I can also do. 1 second. Okay, that's the front camera. So there you go. That's the front-facing camera on the laptop. So I've really got 3 different cameras out here in the wild, which is quite exciting. It's good, and it's really working. Yeah, there we got back at the nest. Any chicks yet? No. Susan, they don't have any chicks. I was wrong, okay? I made a mistake initially. I thought they had chicks, but they don't, which is actually good news. It's good news because it means that they will hatch probably, I would guess, from the way I've been observing them, I think probably another 20 days, right? Another 15 to 20 days. And when they hatch, of course, it's going to be wonderful to be here because you're going to see so much traffic coming in and out. Surprising there's so little lag time. That's absolutely true. The lag is extremely little. Yeah, it's true. It's a very good connection. She's definitely Fuzzy is definitely positioned in a different way. That's absolutely true. The female has a darker front called the necklace. Is that right? Is that right? That's interesting. I can tell you, I'm so relieved that the rain stopped. This is as good as programs on TV. Thank you so much. Better, this broadcast is interactive. Well, you see, that's what I also don't like about TV really, because TV is a one-sided thing, and I want you to engage, and that's what it's all meant for. That you can engage here, and you can communicate with me, and you can communicate with each other, and that is much better. I agree. Do you see other birds? Yes, I do. Okay, so I saw red-tailed hawks flying here. I saw turkey vultures. I saw bald eagles. Um, and I think there were I thought I heard a kite this morning too. So yes, they are quite there fortunately there are a lot of raptors here in this area, right? Of course there are many songbirds too. Yes. I don't know so much about songbirds, but I'm just telling from the raptors that there are all kinds of raptors here. So fortunately this is a very rich area for raptors. Yes, they don't give much shelter. That's true, these large nests. But then the weather is fairly mild here too. Photographed all of them except kites. Yes, I've seen some beautiful kites in Japan. It was incredible. And I mean, of course, in the States you have a lot of kites. I have to leave. Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, thanks for being there. Thank you so much. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer still, and then I will also slowly pack up. And I'm just very happy it took such it went so well. So take care, Deanna, and take care. Your nest was great. Golden eagles. I don't know about golden eagles actually. I'm not sure about it. Ospreys don't really fear other birds. They don't. That's absolutely true. That is very true. Thanks for being on the stream. I really appreciate it. It's quite incredible, and yeah, we have red kites. That's beautiful. We definitely don't. I haven't seen, I don't know how many we have, but this morning I was absolutely sure I heard this eerie sound from a kite, which you know what, I can't even imitate it, but it's incredible, right? Are there any spoonbills there? Not that I know of. Not that I've ever seen any. No, we are nowhere close to what. Yes, if I find a nest, please broadcast. I will. I will. So I'm definitely going to keep this nest in so that we can follow Fuzzy and Bandit quite a lot. That we definitely can do. You can see I'm looking here at the back of the screen here. That's where I can see that's a live screen where I can see what you are actually seeing. You're all really most welcome. I mean, this is really beautiful nature, and fortunately, this is fairly far away from the road, so we don't have much disturbance from the road. It's actually a perfect site in many regards. It's absolutely perfect. It's the best osprey nest I've ever found. I can tell you that. I've never found an osprey nest like this before, where we can actually look in without disturbing the bird, and we have this incredible view that is fairly close, but really leaves the bird alone. And we come exactly at the right time where we'll be able to see the eggs hatch, which is, well, it's even more incredible, isn't it? Very good. Well, thanks a lot. You know what I'll do now is let me just switch over once again. Oh, very nice to listen and watch, says Amanda. While weeding the flowers. Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, that's wonderful. I'm sure you have a beautiful garden. That is so nice. That is good. That is great. Big hug. Thank you so much. Well, you know what? I'm just going to sign off now. Let me just quickly show the front camera. Okay. I'll look also at so we've at the nest. So we really have a beautiful discovered a really beautiful site here, and I'll promise I'll come much more often because it's good for me as it is for you to enjoy nature. And I wanted to give you all a very warm eagle hug or an osprey hug. Thank you for giving it names. Really, I appreciate it. So we'll remember Fuzzy and Bandit. It's absolutely wonderful. I'll do my best to come here as much as I can. I'm going to fill up my my cell phone so that I have a lot of um, you know that I can stream as long as possible, right? So in that sense, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for attending. Thank you for being such a wonderful crowd, so interested in the conservation of wildlife. I really appreciate it. It's a warm hug again, and I'll see you soon. And do share the broadcast. Thanks, my friends. Bye.